The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This one caught downfield by Higgins.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Burrow will throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards. They'll give it to Mixon. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Early down stuff should put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst from 10 yards out.
And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we're tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Faking the give. Now Watson. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Rashad Bateman.
64 yards.
And the Browns have moved out in front.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Burrow.
All right, makes the catch off the tip by the safety.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
11 empty, hey! 11 empty.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And Burrow going to throw again. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he'll take this into the end zone from Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. Forced out to his left.
Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and tried to connect all the way back to the right.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
This is taken at the 10. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
These two teams all tied after one. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. He finds Bateman over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Even against double coverage, he got enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on it, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
He'll find Bateman once more. Touchdown, Browns! Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half, as his guys have now moved out in front.
The York on now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
11 empty, 11 empty. 11,
And they'll send the slot in motion left. 2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he fires one incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
11 empty, Tate. 11 empty, Tate. 11. 11 Thomas.
Here's Burrow. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there. I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Again, it's Burrow.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
He's going to go for a big play downfield, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. They've got his man complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Watson.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. In motion right here, Boyd. Now Burrow on first down. That is taken in by Hurst.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
First down. Here's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
11.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go. 11. 11, MT, hey. 11. Stop.
2nd down and goal. Burrow dancing to his left.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson up and good. And is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
11.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
11-90.
On third down, Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
11 MT. 12.
Burrow going for it on fourth. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Browns' drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They go with Chubb on second down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Watson now to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A give running right is Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming out.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
The solid stiff arm. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
They'll run for it. Chubb. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now Watson going to sneak it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Here's Watson on the sneak. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll go backwards. Losing yardage to the 5. A rough go there on 3rd down. A loss of 4.
And I know this quarterback. His instinct, he's going to want to go for it here on 4th and goal. I want to see if the rational heads on the sidelines prevail and they say this late in the game, let's get 3 in the lead. This debate is going to be fun.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. York able to send this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they go play action now. Burrow. He's got a man complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Mixing up the middle. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mixon again. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson. Up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they take over right at the 50. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The slot man in motion right. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Brandon, they're still in the lead. The momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence. And you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come forward and 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Cincinnati, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Carolina Panthers. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And off we go from Uptown Charlotte.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Watching that play unfold, he watches him complete it. Got that memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and then you got to get a cutback line. He did that very well.
We praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. To throw on third down, Whittington
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10
from back at their own 10-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a Carolina first down and a gain of 16.
There's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The Panthers at 11-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
44 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
Mayfield. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On 3rd down, Mayfield.
Finding McCaffrey on the slant.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. formation now. Here's Mayfield. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Back to throw. Whittington. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns in there to get it. And that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
A tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. On On third down, here's Pierce. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now. It's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open just a little underneath him, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Harris.
There he goes, right side.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Whittington.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it, but he does get the last lap by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Whittington. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Brian Burns. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 133.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Steven Nelson.
And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Off play action. Whittington rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
A couple of quick incompletions and now just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial the blitz to it or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Off the play fake. Whittington. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Smith to return it. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina.
Scotty Miller,
76 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on that run. Now this team is down. They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
To throw on 3rd down, Whittington. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Mayfield on first down. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
24 yards the gain there, another first down as well.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Mayfield now. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Here's Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Whittington. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Whittington. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Derek Stingley picks it.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. And we're still just in the 3rd quarter here. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 4th down, Whittington. He's going to go up top again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. In motion left goes Carmichael.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw on 2nd down, Whittington. throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Brian Burns getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been terrific so far. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
That's returnable now for Smith.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
And my goodness, another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the... He's got a man complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston.
John Mechie. And the Texans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And we're back now in Charlotte, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt? and still give their offense an opportunity.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield. On the right side, this is Miller. Touchdown! Scotty Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Whittington.
This ball caught by Mechie.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Texans.
Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st down, Whittington. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He gets it to Cooks.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw again. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Texans tried it, and they come up empty here on 4th. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Run.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing to start the drive. Whittington. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, or whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Mayfield. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Mayfield to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was the defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
So for the Panthers,
they solidify their spot in the playoffs as they run their mark to 12-4 on the year. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Gun. Stop. 11. 12. Stop.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Shoves him aside. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. With the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Again, it's Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The Bengals now at 2-5 to start play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's done. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Here we go. 5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Now it's Mixon running right. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's done. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll set up a throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Okay, 6 yards left on second down. They'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've worked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
On second down, here's Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? He's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. He will push his way down to about the 14. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and they make it right on the extra field goal.
Anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To Mixon on the check down.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Burrow now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now 1st and 10 at the 11.
11 MP paint. 11 MP paint.
Now it's Burrow. This will be caught at about the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Mixon will try the right side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he fires Here's one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. Pushes past him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. They'll set up to throw. He's got Smith here.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Complete. It's Henry.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold it. Let's get the ball back for us.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Back to throw here. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He finds Pierce. It's complete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off.
Touchdown, Colts! Gerald Everett, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Burrow looking to pass. He finds his target. It's Schultz. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They run with Hines. Oh, and now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to Mixon on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow powers through him, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's done. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's done. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Mixon. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And Carter will get a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8, and defensively they'll say you can have that.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
I'm one, ready?
Throwing, Burrow.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Connecting with Mixon, and he's out of bounds with a first down with 11 seconds remaining.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing, and he does exactly that. Picks up the first down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, where we're not saying chain mover, but we're saying laser pointer picks it up for the first down.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, the clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run with Mixon. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the defense as they'll burn their final one here and let that kicker stay out and think about it a bit more.
Let's go now. Head the street. Head the street.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Room here to run. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
So it's